guys, welcome back to Embers and Ash. My name's Ashley, if you didn't know, and today we are organizing and decluttering my kitchen. Now, I did a house declutter a couple months ago where I did get rid of a lot of my clutter in my kitchen. There still is a bit left, but I have a few cupboards that have kind of gone off the rails and really need attention, especially like our pantry. Now that we're cooking at home a lot, we just have more food in the house and it is just overwhelming and things need to get rearranged. Also, like our cutlery drawer and our cupboard with all of our jars in it. There's just a lot of stuff that needs to be done. So I thought I would take you guys along and show you how I organize. So we're gonna start with the main pantry because it's the biggest project and the most intimidating. Okay, so this is the pantry here. As you can see, it is a mess. Basically, my biggest issue with this is that we have all of our canned goods on this middle shelf, which is so heavy that it's actually starting to bow. So I want to take all those items and put them on the bottom shelf, rearrange our baking supplies, deal with this freaking spice basket because it's a mess, and yeah, put all of our big bulk items up top. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna start by taking all of this stuff out and onto the counter. This is our homemade pumpkin puree that we made back in the fall. We also have a bunch of homemade applesauce that we don't really eat unless it's fall time, so we have an oversupply. Coconut cream is a staple in our house. We put it in like every stir-fry, chili, curry that we make. So good. I bought these alphagettis for Josh years ago as a present because he claimed how much he loved them and then never ate them. So I think I'm gonna get rid of these because they might be, oh, not expired yet. We'll wait a couple more months. Oh, and we have homemade jam in here. We definitely should not have bought jam the other week. It's good to know what you have in your pantry. Okay, now I'm just gonna wipe out this cupboard and start moving my baking supplies up top here. Okay, I have no idea what this is, but I'm pretty sure it's bad. Coconut coffee. I don't think I'm keeping this. I've gone through a pregnancy craving of angel food cake, and I don't know how to bake, so that's why I have these. If you're wondering about why I have so many baking supplies, this is all for my husband. He does lovely baking. Now all these spices are hopefully gonna get moved to our actual spice cabinet, so these are all getting taken out. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my root vegetables yet. I'm just gonna take them out for now, find a spot for them later. Okay, so the last thing on this shelf is, are these jars, which I've had for a long time and I've never used, so I'm gonna definitely repurpose these. And then just another wipe out of this shelf. This one's especially dirty because I keep garlic here, so all the little flaky bits are hanging out. Now this needs to be sorted through, but I have all the things that I want here, up here. Now I just need to rearrange it. Wonderful. So much more room in there now. Now, I think I'm gonna put all of the canned stuff back on the bottom shelf. On these top two shelves, it's kind of just a mess, so I am going to just go at it and try and figure out some sort of system. Okay, Okay, so it's not perfect, but I think it's roughly okay. We have our instant noodles here, which is a guilty pleasure. Regular noodles, rice, and then just more rice and noodles that are larger, and some stone wheat thins. Yeah, and I'm happy with that. Okay, welcome to our spice pantry. It is a mess for sure. So what we have going on here is, down here we have our kind of everyday spices. Up here is a mishmash of random things, and up top is Josh's, what do you call it? He keeps his like chai spices, his dry rub spices, I don't know, his like specialty stuff. So I'm gonna keep most of that stuff up there, but I need to definitely reorganize this and add that giant bin of spices to this. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I just finished this shelf. It took me a little while to figure out. So basically I just tidied up everything that was in here, and all the like fancier oils and balsamics and vinegars that I don't use daily, I moved up to above our microwave, and then I just refilled these containers with bulk spices. And then I was able to put this tray up here with just some more spices that we have in these bags. Any of the extra bulk spices we have in just those plastic bags from the bulk section, I'm actually gonna put in a container in the next cupboard we're going into, just because there's no room for it in here. And then at the very top, again, I'm just keeping Josh's specialty stuff. Okay, so this is our next set of cupboards. It is one cupboard over, I guess, like the spices are right there. Anyways, so this one is just it's never really been properly organized. We have coffee in here, honey, all of these travel mugs, we have tea, and then kind of snacks up top. So I want to have our snacks all on the top shelf here, and then ideally have just like tea and coffee down below, and move all these travel mugs to our cup cupboard, you know? So that's what I'm gonna go for. Okay, this cupboard's done, and I'm really excited about it because it's a pretty drastic change. As you can see here, I made the first shelf honey, tea, and coffee. Specifically, I have just all of our standard tea bag teas, and then I have this Dandy Blend tea, which is dandelion tea, and it is amazing. If you've never tried it before, it's like a coffee substitute. Like, it kind of gives that same bitter, deep flavor, but it's caffeine free and it's made of dandelions, which is super cool. And then we have our yerba mate, which is my husband's mostly, and then coffee and all of the honey that we own. Most of this is our own honey from last season. It started to crystallize, but you can just heat it up and it goes back to normal, you know? I also did find some honeycomb that I kept from last season. I'll show you that here. I don't know what my plan was with this. I don't know why I kept it like this. I'll probably, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. And then on the next shelf up, it's pretty empty, which is nice because that is our snack shelf. So I just put some crackers up there that were in the other pantry, and then a couple bags of chips and some Spits. I like to keep the snacks at like a higher level just so it's harder to access, so you're less likely to snack, kind of. It's just a bit of a mental game. And then at the very top, I just have those extra spices that I told you about earlier. They're not in a great container or anything. They're just in this little plastic container. And then some coconut oil and extra salt and some homemade dehydrated mint leaves. Yeah, just extra stuff up there. And that's it for this cupboard. Okay, so this is the last area that I want to clean. Basically, my issue is I have all these thermometers that don't work, first of all, and then I have all these soy sauce packets that are just hanging out throughout, and all these chopsticks. And yeah, I just need some order in here. I'm just gonna move all these soy sauce packets to a spot in the fridge, and yeah, that's it for that. That was super easy. All right, so I think that's everything I wanted to tackle in the kitchen. It wasn't so much a declutter. I did declutter a few things, but it was definitely more organizing and sorting and just getting rid of expired stuff that we don't use. But I feel so good about it now. I'm so excited for Josh to come home and make me dinner in this beautiful new kitchen I've created. If you liked this video, you might like my video where I decluttered my closet. So if you're interested in that, go check that one out. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.